Ready? I open it.
Ready?
Action.
Okay, so it just happened that before there was the state of Israel, there was a guy named Imi Lichtenfeld, or the Hebrews Theor, came to Israel and taught the underground use of knife, boxing, swimming, jiu-jitsu, and self-defense. Everything was modified, bayonet and all that. And he was very talented. He just had experience. He was a champion in grappling, wrestling, and boxing and gymnastics, which usually people don't do all three things together. And he was also good at swimming. So when the Israeli military training a lot of soldiers, they did experiments on the soldier. And the Israel, like any other institution, academic institution, they want to teach fast, and they want to have some sort of methodology and quality control. And they had a lesson plan and everything to make sure that within a specified amount of time, you learn everything. And Krav Maga was how to defend yourself in a close contact. Now, in the old days, you used different terminology. You used techniques as terminology, or they called things different things. But this guy had a successor. The first guy taught in the military for his career, which was 20 years or a little more. The second guy was 20 years. I was number 3. I was only there for 3 years, but I was direct lineage in the first two. People that taught in the military format. They did Krav Maga instructor course. I did that too. I was teaching it in 1 month or 3 weeks. You teach someone to become instructor for hand-to-hand fighting. And the way I see it, in summarized words, is hand-to-hand fighting is when you get close, that you can reach somebody's pressure point with your hand or with a small object, a knife or a sword or a stick. It's whoever reaches the opponent's pressure point first to control them. And obviously you have obstacle, which the other person can move away and you can't reach him, or he can put obstacle in his hands, or his knife, or his stick, or his legs. So the idea is to hurt him first in his pressure point without him hurting you first. So you have to make sure you don't miss any part of the training, otherwise you're going to be surprised with something, whether it's a better opponent, better trained, more efficient, or you work on an area that you didn't. So there is what you call chain of defense. Obviously when you're far away, you can shoot somebody, you get closer. If you don't have a bullet or whatever, either use a knife or use your hand or your legs. For kicking, impact first, and then when you get close, you don't have enough room for impact, so you use leverage. You tear pressure points, you pluck them, you shove your eyes at the fingers in the eyes or whatever, you break the neck. So you have to, now the problem is with most martial arts that people train, and obviously you're not going to hurt yourself when you train because you have nobody to train with. You're going to have no soldiers or no fighter. So even if you have a competition, maybe somebody got hurt in the hospital, but after somebody got money, they made profit for it. But the thing is, you can not kill somebody. Maybe in Rome, you used to kill somebody and they didn't care, but you didn't learn. Only the person that kept killing was good until somebody killed him, and he didn't know why. The idea is to know why. So you break down the elements of navigation, how to get close to somebody's pressure point without him in a position he can reach you, and how to block it. What's the break-even point where you have no time to block? So if you got hit, you already got hit, because if somebody is coming fast and faster when you're close to you, and if you start to block now, it's too late. By the time you give the command, he's already there. So you break it down to pieces, you put it all together, you come up with a consolidated and a very short training method. In 1 week, you can go over the whole program with somebody, then you need 2 more weeks for lesson evaluation. You train somebody also to teach others how to neutralize somebody from a close distance. So, you teach pressure points, you teach generating impact with kick, with punches, elbows, and you teach leverages, how to break the neck, how to do leverage on the arm, and how to escape from different holds. Now, the difference between Krav Maga and grappling thing is sometimes you have to do a leverage. If you didn't pay attention, you let somebody grab you, you might try to escape because you can't reach immediate pressure point, like the throat or the groin. But if you can, you learn how to roll over, how to fall, and during that fall or roll over, anyway, looking up, down, from the bottom, you're trying to hit a pressure point or there. In any way that somebody's holding you, in front of you, not until your hands are behind your back and you face down, you have a reach to a pressure points in the head or neck area, pelvis, the groin, or the back. So, the whole grappling thing is giving somebody a few techniques how to try to restrain him or grapple with him or break his arm or hold his body, and how to get out of it by reaching a pressure point immediately or using a little bit of leverage and reaching a pressure. So it's very quick. Somebody's trying to grapple with you, you might fall, and the other thing, you hit him in the wrong spot, which they usually don't do. Now the impact part, the difference with this is the punches are from boxing, but they're modified. Like a boxer would use his whole body to move forward and then back. Instead of that, you wait here if you missed the first or you evaded the first one, you wait here to move with a second. Instead of, because if you just idle back, you give him the opportunity to come back and attack you. So the whole concept of reaction time, which means that when you get close, it's all done. Everything has to be done before you're in a punching or kicking range. So that cuts all the, and because you combine everything together, you prioritize. You have the chain of defense, kicking, you have all the options. If you miss the first one, you have more options in the closer range. It makes this system the most suitable for self-defense. The other one, the other martial arts, each one specialized in one area, one method. It became very convenient to do like games where you have certain behavior where somebody can slap each other in the shin. It could hurt, you can break somebody's leg, but still, it's nothing comparing to a side kick to the knee that neutralizes you on the spot. They extend or break, cut the ligament, overextend the cruciate ligament, and then the bones start moving around, the knee gets swollen, and it's, you're out of commission. So, you train soldiers quickly, you're training all the sequence, how to generate force, impact force, which basically shifting the weight in the right timing and accelerating to maximum speed, maintaining it with the impact, and how to do it from all the angle that you need to. And basically this is what Krav Maga. So it's like you're looking from a fighting point of view to get rid of the opponent as fast as you can, and you don't want to get hurt. You don't want anything being hard to you. So obviously, if you feel like you're stronger than him, there's no reason to hurt him too much. You don't do it. But if you feel that if you don't do it, he's going to come back and get angry and hurt you pretty bad, then use your first split second option to get rid of him completely. So it's in the bottom line of the matter of a judgment, but you start from the worst case scenario. So basically, this is Krav Maga. The difference, I call it pure Krav Maga because over time, when he left the military, it became a fitness training where a lot of people come into a class, a different schedule, and you just don't have time to work with everybody on the mechanism of the punch. And over 5 years, two hours a week, there's no way to control 50 people who learn what and that. It's very slow, and in the end, the students don't even see the whole picture. In the end, the picture is limited. You have 2 arms, 2 legs. You can hold something, or maybe in a movie you can hold a knife with the toes. I don't know about that. You have to allow training. We don't get into that. But you have a shoe, and whatever you can find, whatever you can hold, any object you can use for a blunt object or a sharp object. And the idea is not to get distracted even with the first slap or the first cut, because then you're done. Even if it didn't kill you, it distracted you, stunned you, and the person can keep doing it. So, we have about 130 techniques, which actually it's a way to navigation to approach him, considering that on our way he's going to be kicking and we have to deflect that, or punching, or stabbing with a knife from any angle possible, or hitting with a stick. We have to reach his pressure point. So that's about it. And the reason why there's not half of it is because sometimes you're staying this way and moving to his back, which you control immediately. Sometimes you move him to the front, you have to worry about this end. So it's like double, and it's a little bit different in variety, but the rest is about the same. And that's about it. The name Krav Maga is being used by all over the world just because people thought it's cool. They have no clue what they're doing. They're using everything they did before, or whatever they learned, it's not it. Krav Maga is something that you can teach somebody in 1 week, 6 hours a day, 5 days. You can train him, build his navigation in his mind, build his punching and kicking impact enough to control any opponent. And somebody who spent years of doing any other martial arts, all of them together, you can do it in 5 days. I mean, obviously you have strong people, you have differences in all kind of stuff, but the idea is you know, I mean, even if you're very fast, you know, when you start from a distance, you need to, you know, just before he gets close to you, but by the time, you need to start a little bit ahead of time, even if he's faster. If you start ahead of time, then you're done. There's the third thing you can't do if you're sleeping, you didn't wake up, somebody stabbed you when you sleep, nothing you can do about it. But you know, you learn how to do whatever you can, whatever is possible from the human reaction time. And even if you train on a speed bag or whatever, a certain part of the reaction time is limited. You can't improve it as much, and it's really insignificant. So the idea is not fitness, not limitation of glove or anything else that makes you require more fitness, because you need to overcome the fact that most of the punches are not strong enough to knock somebody down. A lot of time you can't reach because the glove the space, you know, they're too bulky to enter a space of the arm to protect the body. And a lot of time, you know, there is all kind of safety issues. So it's prioritizing also. You need to, I mean, you can do high kicks, but why not kick to the center of the body? You have long reach. If you kick higher, you have to come closer. The other thing over here, if you grab your leg, you can retract and hit him. Over here, you just fall. So you can also hit the head with your arm. Obviously, you know, there's all kind of people. Somebody can be a lot bigger. Somebody can have no pressure point in the neck. They're just, you know, one big muscle, but you do whatever you best. But if you take two people that are very big and very strong, the person that have more efficient, know, you know, all the combination of how to reach the pressure point first and why this way is better than the other, obviously will have an advantage. So that's the key.
Okay, thank you.
So it's my first time in Arad.